Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one's watching this now.
Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to my live stream. Okay. Oh shit. I thought I had everything set up, but I guess I don't. Okay. That should do it. I loved your episode 6, so thank you. Episode 6 took me a while to do. I had 2 different voice actresses. I had to, and then it just like that whole like opening scene that's like 3D took me like 3 days. So I'm gonna try to do something a little bit more simple, but equally as enjoyable for episode 7. So you guys may already know, but I made a new EP, so I'm going to play it over the live stream for the first little bit. And just give me a second here. Let me know if that's too loud. I can barely hear myself. Okay, yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah, the 3D thing, I mean, that was... Started out doing it in SketchUp, Google SketchUp, and I'm going to try to make sure there's not that many spoilers when I'm doing this. I can't hear you, Caroline.
Yelling!
What do you say?
Yelling!
I'm yelling? It's fine. Caroline is complaining over there. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Okay. So, right, this is episode 7. There's going to be some, I mean, there's not going to be any spoilers. I'm not going to give away the plot lines or, you know, that kind of sort of thing, so you don't have to worry too much. What if Carolina is actually just Umami doing both voices? You can never tell, actually. You never know. So I'm going to just try to draw something here. I have some reference images, too. Let me just pull that up. Oh, shit. Okay. How do you friggin' copy this? Whatever, I'll just put it over here. How many episodes are there going to be? It's hard to say. I'm trying to do like seasons, I guess, so like thematically link them. There's going to be at least like 20 episodes, I think. I don't know if there's going to be more. I mean, who knows, really? We're still one at a time.
Who knows?
Where's Dalabut? I think it's like over in the UK. It's probably like 11 or 12, maybe. I don't know. Usually I do the live streams in the afternoon, but I was outside today, so. This is Mike from Cinema Toast Crunch. Oh, hey, Mike, how you doing? Yeah, hopefully we can get a podcast for like later this summer or something like that. I think that'd be cool. And you can choose the movie, whatever. You probably know more about horror films than I do, so whatever you think is good, I'll make sure I watch that ahead of time. Okay, I'm really struggling with this boat here. I don't know why.
That does not look like what the picture is.
For some reason, I can't copy it, just to use it as a reference.
It looks like a bowl right now.
Hey, I'm Hayden Compton, but my brother changed my name to this gay retard. And now I'm stuck with it for the rest of the year. You can only change your name like for a year at a time or something? That's kind of funny. Hey, Umami, keep coming out with the interface. Want to see more big blue guy. Alright. Well, thank you, Dick Turd.
Very sophisticated names.
Did you go to school for art or just develop it through practice? I did go to art school in Nova Scotia. But, I mean, most of the drawing and stuff I kind of just did on my own, so... hold on, guys, I gotta find, like, a boat here. I'm having, like, a difficult time.
Need my chair back.
Do you think your work has a Nietzschean quality, so insofar as to deals with a man overcoming himself and becoming something else? You know, I'm not the best person to ask for that kind of stuff because I actually haven't read anything by Nietzsche, or I think that's how you pronounce his name, right? Nietzsche or something like that. So I don't know. Sorry, can't answer that question better. Hold on, the chat's going so quickly today. Oh my god. You're gonna do a face reveal soon. I'm reading myself as a normie.
No.
Not planning on doing a face reveal anytime soon. If I did, it would probably be at some sort of like event or something.
So never.
Yeah. Man, I don't know what it is today. I'm trying to come up with like a meme sort of video, like a 30-second, or like a short video basically. I can't come up with shit. So I'm just gonna work on episode 7, which I already know what I want to what's gonna happen. I'm trying to get this first scene down. This looks like, okay, I can't actually play music while I draw. I get so confused. But if you guys are interested in that music that you were just listening to, you can download it at hexsystem.com, and there will be a button somewhere, and you can download it for free. It's like the new EP I made. It came out a couple weeks ago. And they were supposed to be songs for interface, but I couldn't. They were just like too much, you know. The music that's in interface has to be sort of like almost like background music, you know. Otherwise, it gets distracting, and the songs were too distracting. So, okay. think I'm getting somewhere here now. I am drawing a fishing boat that's kind of been like washed up on shore. And thank you guys. I'm happy you enjoyed it. There's also a few other new things going on. Someone has started a fan-run subreddit. So if you guys are interested in like a subreddit, whatever, check the description because I put it right at the bottom. And apart from the Discord, that is the other thing there that's kind of new. And I have no really part in that. I'm just kind of... Oh, shoot. Umami, if you were to direct a movie, what would it be about? If I were to direct a movie, I'd probably turn interface into something like a feature-length film. You know? Hey Nelson, thank you for subscribing. Some of these people, it's okay. I think I caught up to the messages now, so if you guys talk, I should be fine. I was just overwhelmed with my music playing in the background. Can't seem to do two things at once. So, okay. Hello, TTG. And, so I'm probably going to be doing more live streaming like around this time of day because now that it's summer, I'm trying to like get outside because we don't have very long summers here in Montreal. They last like 4 months and then it's back to being cold. So in the evening, I don't feel so guilty sitting on the computer doing stuff, you know? What year does Interface take place? It's pretty much, well, it depends on the scene, because some of the episodes are like back in time, but it's pretty much like present day, I guess. I love how your creativity goes aside with the music you make. Well, thank you for the comment. I don't know how to read out your name. I think it's in a different language. As your channel grows, so will the speed of the comment section. I find the inability to write something with impact to be slightly dehumanizing, depressing at the least. Well, I can see what you're saying, because if this channel grows any larger, I'm going to have a hard time keeping up with the chats. I might have to figure that out somehow, you know, figure out a system. Currently there's a 5-second delay, but maybe I might need to increase that, or I don't know.
Gonna have to have elitism.
A what? Elitism?
Yeah.
I don't want to have elitism, but I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. I think after the chat kind of calms down a bit, like when people start leaving, the first like 20 minutes or so, then it's not so bad actually. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm 28. Can you record and upload these streams? If you guys want to take clips of the streams, that's fine. I don't care.
They archive themselves.
Yeah, they do end up being archived on the YouTube channel, so. You say you went to art school, though, and I would say your work is doing more similar to that of a director. Do you have any past experience in making short films? Says Sebastian Flynn. Well, actually, yeah, I went to art school, but there was a film academy in the art school, and I actually majored in filmmaking. And I did do a short film for my thesis year, and it's kind of like I shot it in Nova Scotia, and it's kind of like a crime film, and it's 16 minutes long. And if you're interested in watching it, just search "No One's Watching" on Vimeo. Like, put "No One's Watching" in brackets or something, and then type in Tomchuk, my last name, Tomchuk, and then I'm sure you'll find it. It's 16 minutes long.
They'll find all your secrets.
You'll find some stuff there on my YouTube channel. My Vimeo. It's been uploaded like a long time ago, like 8 years ago. I showed my mate Thomas the thermonuclear bomb, and they asked me, "Where did you find this?" Yeah, I mean, I think it's been recommending it to a lot of people. Why voice of the pink? Why pink eye, clown eye is not enough low?
What?
Yes. Well, my voice isn't naturally that low. I mean, if it was kind of that low, I think it would freak people out in real life. But I do a lot of post effects to it, so that's why.
Yeah.
And I can't do it live when I'm streaming.
Lots of cigars effects.
Dungeon Dad says, "Oh man, Montreal, I had no idea you were Canadian." Well, thank you, Dungeon Dad. What, are you a Canadian as well, I guess? How did you make the 3D scene in the new interface episode? It's done with SketchUp and Cinema 4D. And actually, there's a past live stream where I show the exact technique if you want to check it out. I think it might be the last one or the one before it. Are you bilingual? I can speak French, yeah. I do speak a little bit of French. Thank you, Con. I'm happy you enjoyed the last episode. Yeah, most of the people are on YouTube when they watch the streams. And I actually sometimes I have to like refresh the cache because it doesn't always update live. But oh, I don't know, Sebastian. I think it just takes time for, the channel is still fairly new, so I think once more people find out about it, I am having some problems getting. Oh shit! I'm drawing on the wrong letter.
Oh!
It's a really critical line that I drew here. Let me just delete it.
Yeah, blew it.
Get out! You're distracting me.
I'm not distracting. I'm just looking.
Carolina's over here distracting me.
You gave me so much food. Now I can't do anything.
I guess I'm overfeeding Carolina, so. Deport her.
That's not nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. So this, whatever I'm drawing right here, is pretty basic. There's not going to be that much animation involved. It's just the background. Can we call you by your first name? Yeah, you can call me Justin if you want.
I came back.
Get out of here. Deport.
No.
Deport you from my corner.
I'm a legal immigrant with the citizenship. You can't deport me.
Yeah. So this scene actually takes place in Nova Scotia. That's just where I was born. I'm from Nova Scotia, I guess. Yeah. Big Smile is both terrifying and really likable. That's a rare type of character and hard to pull off. Yeah, I mean, I want him to be like, I want all the characters to kind of have like some sort of complexity to them. You know what I mean? Like right now in episode 3, there's like that kind of evil guy, and I'm working on making him more complex of a character as well, because you know I really don't like flat characters, and since Mischief is like basically the main character, I'd say
He's round.
it's important that he's like likable, but he also can be, you know, terrifying.
He's a round character.
My son uses Discord a lot. His username is Sir Squeak. He loves photography. Some of you might have met him out. I think I do recognize that name. I will never explain interface, so I cannot tell you what it's about. However, if you're curious, you can probably read the lore section on the Discord, and you can, I mean, there's some people that have some good theories about certain things. Shout out, what are you doing? What are you doing in my swamp? Yeah, okay. If Caroline comes over here and causes problems, I'll make sure she leaves my swamp, my corner swamp. Oops.
Stay out of my swamp.
I had to get a new Wacom pen recently because my last one exploded. She's like drunk over there. I made hamburgers. That's it.
Doing hamburgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring out the colors here. This is supposed to be kind of like at night, actually, so I'll leave it dark. The voice acting is really good too. Yeah, I was quite happy with the voice actors I hired. It's like almost a shame that you know, the daughter character of the blue guy, who doesn't have an official name yet, she did a really good job. And there's also a Wikipedia fandom page for Interface Now. That's true. So if you look up Wikia, you will find some section that Dalabut has been putting a lot of work into that, and I'm thankful for that, because it helps people kind of like piece the episodes together, because they're kind of vague, you know, but that's kind of why people like them too. So. Hey, Colin, how you doing?
Colin?
Yeah.
Oh!
Colin's watching me slurp. I got 2 glasses of water and then some whiskey here. That's what I'm drinking. Because if I don't drink, well, water, because
What?
I end up drying up. So. Okay. Can I give money on YouTube? I do have a Patreon page if you guys are interested. Or if you don't like Patreon, I also have merch that you know, you can buy a poster or something, and that way you'll get something out of it too. And on my Patreon, the rewards are basically early access to like music and that sort of thing. Some GIFs and background images and stuff like that. Hey, Dolly Garg. Oh my God. Okay. Oh,
What?
I think that's my mom. So.
Oh God.
Why do you?
It'll make everything awkward.
Yeah.
Just ban her. Just ban your mom. Awkward silence.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, see you later. Yeah, my mom just retired, so it's like now I guess she has time to watch me when I'm live streaming and make me feel self-conscious. Anyway, so I'm just doing a background image here, and for the next episode of Interface. Oops. Where's the moon in this scene? I guess you're right, I could draw the moon. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, I don't know, this Logitech webcam thing, I guess. It's not bad for the price. Umami, did you sold your soul? Not yet. I'm watching a short film. That man has an amazing beard. Oh yeah, I think his name was Keenan. Yeah, it was quite long. Yeah. Make the moon giant in one of the corners. What do you mean, like something like this? I might do that later. I have to actually, there's a problem with this because this is actually a tilt shot, so the camera's going to move up. We're going to go up this way. So I have to extend the canvas size. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Now the joke's on you. You have to draw a lighting accurate to the moon's direction. Yeah. I think there should be some lighting on the left side of your boat. Yeah. I agree, actually. I love how you reference certain fine art pieces in interface, such as The Son of Man and other pieces by Dali. Which other artists are you interested in, inspired by? Francis Bacon, I'd say. I think his stuff is pretty cool. And what else? Goya. I mean, that might be obvious from looking at some of my stuff, but Francis Bacon and Goya are pretty cool. Draw E.T. Okay, maybe I will draw him in, but not right now. I have to draw in some clouds, so. I'm just going to keep these clouds kind of basic. Draw them in like that, and then I can animate them later, right? So actually, it's important that I label everything. Who's the man in blue? Well, the last episode should give you some clues about his origins, because before he didn't really have much of a backstory. But I don't want to say what it is. Really, you have to kind of draw your own conclusions. You know, his backstory will be clarified even more in like future episodes. It's just there's only so much you can do in a short animation. How does it feel to have an actual fan base on you and your work? Does it make you feel more different? I'm just curious. It's new for one. I mean, I'm not used to it because usually when I upload stuff in the past, I've had some videos go viral before, but they're like documentaries and they're not really. It's like they'd be more interested about the content of the video rather than who made it, right? But I find with this series that people are very into who's making the animations too, for one. So I'm not used to it, so I don't know if I ever will be, but it's new for me, and I'm grateful for it because you know I wouldn't be able to make these animations if no one was watching them, and especially the Patreons. They really helped because now I can afford to hire like voice actors and pay them properly and spend time doing these animations, you know, and not worry about having to work on other stuff so much. I still have to work on other stuff, obviously.
We'll make that much money.
Well, it's certainly a lot more than I thought it would be for a short period of time. Do you have a long-term plan on the plot, or is it evolving? It's a bit of both, Sebastian. I have a long-term plan for it, but it's like I haven't figured every single episode out yet. So I mean, I'm still figuring stuff out, obviously. if you don't mind answering this question, what inspired your art style? I noticed that it's very reminiscent of old Newgrounds animations. From Justin Y. The pixelated kind of aspect of it, I guess, was from watching kind of like meme videos on YouTube. So like Red Pilot Sun, which my friend introduced me to, and just how like they're kind of like drawn really crappily on purpose. So I incorporated that aspect of it. Otherwise, the drawing style is kind of just how I've always drawn. And I've done paintings and stuff, so I guess it's sort of similar to that. Send her to Christmas Island. Oh. No. Umami at it again. Hello, Maximinimal. I remember you from before. What animated shows, films did you watch as a kid? A lot of King of the Hill. And
Dragon Ball Z.
oh yeah, that's right, Dragon Ball Z. I used to watch that when I was like a really young kid. Like that was a long time ago. Like maybe I was like 7 or something. Al pledged. Hey Al, I don't know if you're here, but thank you very much for the pledge. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. I like how in episode 6 he's photographing the first nuclear test, I assume. It shows that somehow Blue Guy has lived for a very long time, seemingly without aging. Yeah, exactly. That's sort of the idea. I mean, if you actually look in the background images, like the really details in the backgrounds of like when he's photographing stuff, you might see some like trucks and stuff, military stuff, and it kind of it doesn't like say it outright, but basically he it kind of gives you more of an idea of what he's doing exactly. But you're right that he's photographing the nuclear tests there. So when I animate this, I might just leave it so that it kind of so that it kind of like comes in and goes over the moon. Your sound design is really rich and dense. I can't think of anything quite like it. What has influenced it? I don't know actually. I mean, I try to do all the things, the sound effects, keep them original, and I guess like if anything, it's kind of music that's kind of warped with like cassette noise and fake name pledged $5. Fake name, if you're here in the chat with us, thank you as well. Thank you very much for pledging. It is awesome of you. It is the pledges, they go towards things like finding new voice actors and other cool things that we do, the animations. I haven't had to outsource anything like complicated 3D stuff yet, but you know, it's something. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. How do you spell your last name again? It's Tomchuk. I'll just type it in right here. And when I was a kid, we had to beat each other with sticks for entertainment. Well, I had my share of running in the forest with sticks. I mean, Not so much beating each other with them, but it's already been 30 minutes, eh? Jesus. I'm not getting much work done. This little drawing took me 30 minutes. It's okay.
Much work you gotta do.
What is the shot panning up into? Because you still need to add that giant moon. Trust me, well, I won't add the moon because it's going to be distracting to what's going to happen. Basically, the blimp from Greetings Robotics is going to be kind of coming in over the top. What drawing pad are you using, and would you recommend it? I'm using it Wacom Intuos 4 PTK 640. And you can get them on eBay used for like 50 bucks. So it's good for my purposes. I mean, if you were doing high definition stuff, maybe it may not be so good, but I'm using these low resolution images here, so I think it works great. Thank you, James. Why am I getting deja vu? I don't know. Use slug guns. Hey, dude, I love your work incredibly. You fools! Well, thank you for the comment. And stream link broken. I don't know. One at the end of the URL. What gave you the inspiration to start a YouTube channel? Well, I have two YouTube channels. The other one's a documentary channel that I've started with Carolina over there. But the main reason why we started that channel was because we were watching videos one day on Reddit, and we're like, we can do this too, and why not shoot documentaries? And that's what we started doing. And then my friend came over one day and was like, why aren't you drawing animations like I used to? And I started a second channel with McDriven, and it seemed to pick up pretty good, so I guess that's what I'm doing now. I don't know. Buttsmoo. Well, thank you. Thank you for pledging as well. A lot of pledges today. Thank you, Buttsmoo. I appreciate that. I have to save this somewhere before it freezes, and then I lose all my work, which has happened. Okay. See, I haven't even started any work for Interface Episode 7 yet. This is basically the first thing. Can I give you a shout out to my son Miles, who is too shy to ask a question but loves your channel and is watching now? Hey Miles, how you doing? Miles, if you have a question for me, go ahead and ask it. Just type it in and I'll answer it for you.
Shout out doesn't mean yell at the computer.
Well, you have to shout. It's part of shouting out.
No, it's not literally yelling.
It's 1 p.m. here. I'm hangry. What's the name of your doc channel? I'll type it in here. If you're interested in looking it up, you might have seen some of the videos. Some of the videos went like super viral. So mostly like candy making documentaries. Honestly, that's the stuff that people like. May I request you not send out the print to me? I'd rather you not spend money on the shipping across the pond. Okay, well, no worries, Sebastian. Some people don't want the prints either, and for the same reasons, basically. Just make sure you, well, I have your name here now, so actually I'll just remember it. It's in my head.
It's gone.
But I calculated it, and basically the print and all that, it adds up to about $5. So anyway, get back to work. Don't make us get the stick. Remember the stick, right? I haven't been drawing very well here. Okay. Interface actually caused me to look up the 2 paintings featured so far. I was interested to see the symbolism of the paintings. Yeah, I think that's the fun part of it. Wait, Carolina, you're in my swamp again. Sorry, this is like probably the stream where I don't end up doing any work because. Oh jeez. Okay. Photoshop. Seb Flynn. Well, thank you as well. You guys are amazing today. Thank you, Seb. I appreciate the pledge. I am going to be doing these animations for a long term, so I'm not going anywhere for a long time. I'll be here, I'll do episode 54, and you'll see interface. You guys are from the beginning. Okay, so I got a boat here, I got this weeds kind of thing. I might animate the weeds moving a bit. I might put some water reflections in here from the moon. Well, I'm glad you find me fun to listen to, Max Minimal. Thank you. Do you know how long do you think you'll be streaming for? I was only planning on streaming for an hour and a half, but it's already been like 40 minutes, so I don't know, maybe a couple hours. I might be here for another hour or two. What happens to the music since last time I was here? Well, I was only playing the first two songs, because I can't. You know what? I can just play the music, and then I'll just mute it for myself, and then you guys can listen to it if you want. Can you still hear it if I mute it? Let's see here. I'll go to the restream here, OBS. Yeah, you should be able to still hear it. If it's too loud, just let me know. Okay, time to do some work here. I gotta draw some reflections from the moon. So, take this. And, how much that is. Are you going to continue to work on the interface? Mainly only on your plan insists more on big. Alan Johnson, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's awesome of you. If the series gets like really big and I'm like making a ton of views off of it and stuff, and you know, I might actually decide to enlist the help of some animators. But right now it's manageable just on my own. Ideally, I would love to make the episodes like 10 minutes long each, but I just can't do it because it's a lot of work just for one person, you know. Currently, I can afford to pay voice actors, but I don't think I have enough to be able to afford animators. So that's fine. I'm just going to keep going the way I am, and if the channel grows, probably the episodes will get longer, and possibly at some point I might get some other people involved, and then it might get, you know, turn into like a longer sort of deal, you know. Because I understand that when you guys watch these animations, you've been waiting a month, and it's only 2 minutes long, or 3 minutes, you know, and I'm sure you guys would like to see some more of it, but just the amount of work I can do is just limited in that regard. So now I'm going to do some animation so you can see. Why fast food? I just think a lot of people can relate to fast food for some reason, especially in North America. So if you can do something that people will relate to, they will enjoy watching your video. That is important if you guys ever try starting your own channels. It has to be something people can relate to. Why can't you listen to music? I don't know. For me, when I'm drawing and also live streaming, it gets distracting to me. Usually I listen to music while I'm drawing, but I can't do all three at once. Is the series a part of any particular genre? I don't know. It's kind of like a mix between psychological horror, maybe, and comedy. I don't really know. There's no genre to it, really. Brunts Jones, just dropping by. Thanks, Brunts. I appreciate that. Can you say hi, Josh? Hey, Josh. Hi, Josh. I don't know if Miles is still there. I don't know if you wrote a question or anything, but I didn't catch it. So if you do, just let me know. Okay. 2 or 3 minutes still managed to have me hanging on every line of dialogue. It's really good. Yeah, I mean, because I know I only have you guys for like 3 minutes a month, basically. So I make sure that every word counts, whether it's funny or trying to be meaningful. Oops. Who's this layer? What is that layer? What is this? Disappeared on me. Pills pour some milk before the cereal. Do you consider your work art? The theme of fast food characters and so could be analyzed quickly. I think most things can be considered to be artwork. And I'm not really critiquing fast food, but I can see how some people would say that it's like a critique. I think the problem with the art world these days is everything is just so like kept behind doors and stuff, and you have to know people and connections and all that sort of thing, right? And most, I see a lot of artists that just upload stuff to YouTube, and it's like 20 times more interesting than stuff I see in an art gallery sometimes. You know what I mean? What inspires you? Well, that question, I get a question quite a lot. So I would encourage you to check out the description, where the FAQ, which is in the description, and you can see some of my inspiration. But Driven has become the single all-encompassing meme at my college. Really? That's funny. Yeah, interesting. I was, that's right, hoping that you could clear up a controversy in your mind. Does Ronald ever find what he's looking for? Ah. Well, think of it this way. He thinks he's found what he was looking for, but really the hamburger is just a mirage for the sun. I don't know if that answers your question. Root beer? Oh, but I love root beer. I had some root beer the other day. Do you like A&W? Yeah, A&W's alright. I like how they like put their root beer in nice mugs and they're frosted and everything. I haven't been there in a while. How you guys doing? Hey Blue Star, how you doing? Okay. You can see my moon is shimmering in the water, but now that I am missing. Also, I'm missing shimmers from the boat. There should be some shimmers on the boat. Not quite as bright as water, though. To heck with root beer. I like root beer. And some people don't like it. I don't know.
I'm not crazy about it.
Carolina doesn't like root beer.
It tastes like sugar.
Well, it is mostly sugar, but...
No, exactly. No.
I'm going to turn my onion skin settings here onto screen. I'm doing alright. I actually went outside and did a walk today. Went down the street. It's very nice weather outside in Montreal today. It's been raining for the past week. What motivates you to make these animations? Well, honestly, it's the fans, really, because, you know, if no one was watching them, I don't know if I'd still be making them. But, and that's probably the most fun part, really, is when I make a new animation, I can just reading all the comments. I'm going to add more water reflections. Coke or Pepsi? I actually prefer Coke. It tastes more like less sugary, you know? Montreal Brothers Unite. Hey, John Bewitz? I don't know if I pronounced that correct. Are you from Montreal too? Hold on, I'm going to be missing some dialogue here. Let me scroll up for a second. Do you watch Rick and Morty? No, I don't. I've never really seen much of that show, actually. Do you enjoy the content you are producing? Oh, definitely. Absolutely. These animations, especially the interface stuff, I'm really into it now. I tried to show interface to my fiance. She has a phobia of clowns, especially Ronald McDonald. Well, that's unfortunate. I think Mischief looks too... I don't think Mischief looks too clown-like. Just tell her that he's not a clown. He's a spaghettified U.S. Navy veteran. He's a U.S. Navy veteran who's been spaghettified. He only wears the clown makeup, sort of, because, you know. I don't really know why, actually. Prefer Pepsi, yeah. I mean, I'm not crazy about either of them. Actually, I had a Coke float just, a couple hours ago. I made some hamburgers, so. You're like the only person who pronounced my name right. Oh, that's good. Alright, so I got like the ocean, a sandy embankment, some sort of water that has dribbled into the ocean, the sandy embankment. More weeds here. Clouds that are going to move. And hyperspace cloud, yeah. So now I have to draw a few other things, actually. I was going to draw some birds. Let's get this down here. Are you motivated by any pain or brooding thoughts? Oh, I don't know, actually. I am not motivated. Well, the motivation for me is, I don't know what it is, but I always have to be kind of doing something creative, otherwise, like, I like playing video games and stuff, but after a certain period of time, I just feel like I need to do something that's creative. That's all it is. If it's whether that's music or drawing or painting.
Thanks for stopping the last stream I did. It was kind of a total mess.
Carolina's also streaming over there, so I'm going to try to keep it down, because otherwise we talk over each other. She's doing a painting over there. Do you think he has to apply the clown makeup, or does it come with the spaghettification? Well, that's the thing, because see you later, Blue Star. Thanks for swapping in. He can transform into anything. So when he's being a pink clown, he's choosing to be that way.
Yeah. Well, it was more of
So he doesn't actually have to put the makeup on. He just decides to be that.
So I wanted to see him today and use some. And if I can use...
Sebastian, thanks for stopping in. And have a good sleep. Ever considering to do something on another medium other than video, like painting or sculpting or something? Says Amir. I actually do. I do paintings, actually, and not as much photography as I used to. But let me I'll pull up my website and then you can go to it, because I do some paintings, and I've been doing those for a while. Paintings are right here. I'll try to explain to her that Mischief is a horrible accident with quantum pasta maker from hell. I think, Josh, once she watches a couple episodes, she'll see that Mischief isn't really a bad, horrible man. He's just kind of creepy, but he's also very compassionate.
He's compassionate?
He's a compassionate pink spaghetti man. I have lunched. I can't read your name still. For some reason, it still shows up as dashes, but... Yeah, didn't you say it was 1 a.m.? Or was it 1 p.m.? Okay. Umami, how does he piss? Does he piss? If he can transform into things, he could transform into a creature that doesn't require having a bladder. What do you think about that?
I didn't know how slow it was, honestly.
Do you have a degree in philosophy? No, I don't. I have a degree in filmmaking or art stuff.
What makes strings form, right? able to actually talk to someone in real
His name is just Dashes. Yeah, that's okay. Double dashes. Should be Sir Squeak. That's correct. Okay. Sorry, I tried to fix it. I don't know how it works. I spent like half an hour trying to get the stream thing to work before I had to do this. I'm okay. So here's the shot, right? Now I'm gonna save this because I have to draw a blimp now. What are your favorite subreddits, if any? Let's see. Well, there's a subreddit called What Could Go Wrong, which is hilarious. Artisan videos is pretty good.
I don't know why they didn't have that before. We could just
How do you lip sync the worm guy with the words?
lower quality. It's just stupid. Can't imagine an agile trying to watch.
Carolina, she streams on Twitch. Here, I'll post a link to that too. So the guy syncs up his voice with a program called Adobe Character Animator, and it allows you to animate things live with a webcam. Here, I'll post her link. If you guys are interested in watching Carolina stream, it is right here.
As a reference.
Can I buy something? Hey, Amir, if you're interested in purchasing something, go to the contact section on my website and tell me which one you're interested in. Unfortunately, a lot of the paintings have already been sold over the years, so there's not much left, but maybe we could work something out. Why don't you make a Facebook... Hold on, sorry guys. Why don't you make a Facebook game or something? Your art is interesting enough and it'd be a good energy reward ratio. Is it easy to make Facebook games? I don't even know. I was considering making a game before, but it's just a matter of me investing my energy in the right areas at the right time. Like right now, these animations take me a lot of time, so if I were to do a game, that would be cool too, but I have to hire someone, you know, the programming and stuff. It's not something I'm specialized in. I want you to try to voice the Pink Spaghetti Man as best you can right now, like if you were Batman.
Thank you for the follow.
Give me a sentence. I know your name's not Gay Retard, but that's what your character, that's what you're listed as right now. So give me a sentence and I'll say it as close as I can in his voice. I wish I was a programmer. Yeah, I mean, I've tried programming. It's difficult. I can't. That's just a little bit. It's too much for me. You know, there's only so many things you can do. And programming is just, it's difficult. It's very difficult. I have to erase what I just drew here. I'm back. Is it fixed? Hey, Sir Squeak. Yes, it is fixed. So now I will recognize you as Sir Squeak and not Double Dash. So right now, guys, I'm drawing the blimp. You'd only have to animate once. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I need more Mick videos. I was thinking of doing one on Birdie. Actually, Brian. That's true, Simon. It isn't. I mean, if I had the time, I would probably pick it up and learn. I wish I learned it when I was younger. I learned HTML when I was younger, and that's about it. The extent of my HTML isn't really programming, but it's like coding, I guess. I did program one video game, and it's in C#, and I followed a tutorial, but I did all the graphics. If you guys want to play it, I'll send you a link to it right now. It's really kind of just silly. It's basically Breakout, but with like pasta. Say that in the voice. Okay, hold on. I'm a big pink spaghetti man. I'm a big pink spaghetti man. That's kind of how I do the voice, and I manipulate it on the computer. It's not impossible. No, it's not. But I mean, there's only so much I can do every day, and I'm trying to like use the computer less because I'm like addicted to the computer. And if I were to pick up programming, that would just be more computer stuff for me. You know what I mean? Okay. Ryan Zarko, thank you. I appreciate that. Programming, developing games, at least in my opinion, just takes a bit of creativity and understanding. You just have to know your way around the game engine and use the knowledge creatively. Yeah. I got one. Sometimes it's hard to truly perceive nuances of spaghettification. Psychology. One does not control their psyche, and image is only what I choose for you to see. You want me to speak that in that voice? Or is that... Oh. I had issues just reading this sentence. I'm like I can't read sometimes, you know. Let's see here.
I feel like I recognize this channel.
I can't even blimp right now. What's this blimp? Okay, there we go.
See, one of my friends followed me too. Oh, she's scared.
You know, I don't know if I like this angle because if you actually see the blimp, sometimes it's hard to truly perceive the nuances of spaghettification. That's as much as I'm gonna do. I can't do too much of it because it actually kind of hurts my voice.
It doesn't. You to talk dirty over there?
Yeah, they're asking me to talk dirty. Yeah. I don't like the angle of this because if you know what the blimp looks like, there's a big baby's face on it, and from this angle you won't be able to see it. So I need to actually find a baby. Just give me a second here.
I'm just getting random sound points, and I need to find a baby.
You should then find someone that. The idea is more difficult to come up with code. Yeah, that's true. The problem is I like to pay people, and if I were to pay the programmer, I'm not sure if I'd have enough to be able to pay them. Because I know how hard it is. And there's always some guy out there that likes to make you work on their project for exposure. And it's not my sort of thing, you know? Hold on, guys. Let me just... brand exposure. Let me just show you... let me just search for a baby here. Oh my god, I just typed in baby. And then Justin Bieber shows up. Okay, let me just clarify this baby's face. Oh fuck, some messed up images here. from the side. I think this one will work. Oh, did I copy it? Oh, fuck. Sorry guys, just give me a second. Yeah, I'm still looking for this baby's face. Just give me a sec here. I gotta find one that's rights usage. Jesus, this is difficult. What? I found one and then it disappeared on me. Copy image. Alright, there we go. How do you animate Mischief to talk when you talk? That's pretty sweet. It's Adobe Character Animator. It does all the work for me. Well, it does some of the work. Okay, so I got this. Oops. I'm going to use this just as a reference, basically. I'm going to kind of draw over it. After the stream, I'm going to take a look at it. Might even drag the white. I just rewatched Big Smiles of Water again, and it still makes me hysterical. That's good. Okay, that is part of the blimp. Let's extend this thing out a bit. Because you see, you notice how you guys, I'm drawing this like really big. It's because I can scale it down in After Effects and preserve the pixelated nature of it. I'm not quite sure. I might just use this as an asset later in future episodes as well. So that's why I'm drawing it so large. Blimp from side. I'm using a Wacom tablet PTK 640. Does Carolina get mad when people spell her name wrong?
What?
Do you get mad when people spell your name wrong?
Yes.
And she says yes.
It really pisses me off, actually.
It really pisses her off, actually.
It's not very hard to spell. It's just one letter difference from the English name.
It's okay. I will... if you want to learn how to spell her name, it's actually... Yes, Sir Squeak, you got it there. Carolina. With a... You spelled exactly correct.
You know what, Justin?
What?
Sam spelled my name wrong.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna blank out for 10 seconds here, not get angry.
I've never actually heard your voice. Doesn't disappoint. Oh, I'm glad my voice doesn't disappoint. So, poopity scoop, scoopity whoop. So, have you guys seen that new music video?
Yeah.
Because I listened to that by Kanye West. That was the most hilarious thing I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a music video. It was just a song, but
Troll.
I like how he like tweeted out that it was like lit and then like put like 20 like fire emoticons, and he comes out with this song. That was just the weirdest thing ever.
Hey, Mocap. How are you?
You know what? Maybe I'll do a bonus video about that song. You think? What do you think? We could have the pink guy singing it or something.
You should. That'd be so funny.
You know what? It's not a bad idea because I think
And
it's.
I'm sure even if you took it, like, he wouldn't give a shit.
Well, I wouldn't use his recording. I would do it myself.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think he would like be mad, or he'd probably just watch it and enjoy it?
I think you should do it just as a.
If we can get Kanye West to watch it, I think that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that would be amazing. You get Kanye West to become one of your fans.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need
That's
Kanye
awesome.
West in the chat here with you guys.
You can get a major rapper to become a fan of your series. You win.
Something I was wondering about Mischief, what occurred to him to transform into what he is now? Did that drastically affect his mind, or was it more of his new body? Well, think of it this way. If you kind of like exploded and was able to come back to life, sort of in the same way that Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen has done, would you still have the same personality? The thing is, the pink guy has been around for a bit. He's been around for, well, since the 40s, really. He's been around for a while, so his personality probably came out as from having all this power. But there's another thing too, and I don't want to I don't want to ruin it, so I'm not going to say much more about it. Colin Wall, please feature the Global Lab. You know, if I did the Global Lab maybe like 3 months ago, I might have done it. I don't want to do it now because there's too many videos out there about the Global Lab, and if I just did it now, it's like, oh my god,
too late.
It's too late. I missed the boat on that
That
one.
meme is dying.
I mean, I've done some old friggin' memes, but I just feel like the Global Lab is like has expired. You know what I mean? I can spam all of Kanye's social media until he gets it in the chat. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I might do it. We'll see. Because I need to put another bonus video out, because I like doing the bonus videos. It lets you guys watch something quickly in between episodes of Interface, and because the Interface episodes take me so long to do. I gotta zoom out here a bit. There we go. That's perfect. He did Big Smoke's Odor. I'm pretty sure he can do some older memes. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Big Smoke's Odor was pretty friggin' old meme. Give us gifs of interface characters doing weird things. Yeah. Well, I might do the Scoobity Whoop song. So I have to check something because I need to reference an older video for a second. Just give me a second. Okay, well, I gotta go. Sir Squeak, thank you for stopping in. And I will talk to you next time. Okay, so I'm just looking at the blimp. Now see if I can see how it looks. Not quite as long as in this drawing right here, so I think I can stop right about there. You call them jiffies? Give us a gif of Misha putting basically on the makeup on. Yeah, that's true, I could do that, yeah. That'd be funny. That's an awfully long baby. Sorry if somebody asked this before, but do you plan on making more McDonald's shorts? Not currently. I do have an idea for another episode, but I don't have an. I haven't decided. I haven't decided to commit to it yet. So. Imagine if the final interface episodes comes out and yeah. Yeah. Oops. Okay. It's kind of a weird blimp, eh? Not like a traditional blimp shape. The blue guy has seen some shit, Josh. Yeah. Hey, Umami, why don't you add 2 circles in the back of that blimp? What do you mean, circles? I'm just wondering, what time zone are you in, Umami? It is 9:35. Same time zone that you're in, Brian. It is 9:36 right here. Ariana, how you doing? Welcome. Well, thank you, Ariana. You're in Vietnam. Well, it's 9:30 p.m. here. What do you mean, like 9:30 a.m.? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. G. I should actually like. we go. I think he wants to see a butt on the blimp. Would be interesting for aerodynamics. Yeah. Add 2 circles vertically aligned at the back of the blimp where both circles meet. Adds 2 circles vertically aligned at the back of the blimp where both circles meet at the halfway point of your blimp. I know you're being specific. I'm confused as fuck right now. So I'm sorry. I do not understand. It sort of does look like a nuclear bomb. Josh, well, thank you for coming in, and I will talk to you later, perhaps. Yes, this episode, it might take a while. It might take a month and a half, so it might take some time, but yeah, because this is literally like the first or the second thing I've drawn for it. Okay, so I'm just looking here, and it needs the bottom part, so, oops. What is this part called? The gondola? Read any good books. I'm still working my way through this Jordan Peterson book. You know, honestly, I hadn't read a good book in a while. It's, I need some recommendations, maybe. What do you guys suggest I read? Thomas the Clinically Depressed Hydrogen Blimp. Oh, man. It's funny. I don't know if I should do it, though, because it's going to look like, you know, I'm just trying to, like, replicate the success of Thomas the Thermonuclear Bomb. That's pretty funny, though. Blimps usually start to slope towards the back, and the fins just... Yeah, I know, right? But the thing is, it's not really a blimp. I keep saying it's a blimp. Let me just look up a real image of a blimp. I mean, I don't want to, like, give stuff away, but you're right that the blimp is supposed to... First of all, the gondola is tiny in comparison to the size of the actual blimp part. And it goes up and it looks more like a nuclear submarine bomb or something, right? Thing is, it's not actually powered by hydrogen. It looks like a blimp, and I'm probably giving away too much. So I'm going to stop right there. But I'm just going to say it's a blimp because it's not really a blimp. It's the same similar shape of a blimp, but it's not an actual blimp. Because otherwise, it's a different machine, basically. That's what I'm saying. Oops. And I'm not even sure if you're going to see the back part of the blimp in the animation. We'll see. This blimp looks like a twisted reject extra from JJ the Jet Plane. Oh man, I forgot about that show. I think I need to do a JJ the Jet Plane animation. What would it be? Roman Tech. Thank you, Roman. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the baby's face in the sun of the Tinky Winky video is the quarterback from the New England Patriots. Otherwise known as, I don't know if he's the quarterback, but his name's Tom Brady. I put him in the sun, but no one has figured that out. There's only like 18 pixels that make up his face, so it's difficult. Kind of reminds me of a foam rocket that you launched in the air by stopping it. Yeah. Umami, I was telling you to draw the circles at the back of the blimp. I was trying to make your blimp look into a dick. I see where he's getting at. I see. It's too late. I already drew the rest. Super excited to see you stream. You got the cool style. Scrawlerism. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. My stream isn't really super exciting. It's me kind of messing around with a Wacom tablet, getting confused. So it requires a lot of patience if you're just stopping in for the first time. Is this still going? Nice. Yeah. I'll probably be here for like another 20 minutes, but I'm starting to run out of energy. I don't usually do this at nighttime. Just discovered your channel a few days ago. I absolutely love your work, and now I'm a Patreon. Well, hey, Henry. Thank you for being a Patreon. I appreciate that. I'm happy you just discovered my animations. I think you're in here early. I mean, it's still, this channel's still relatively young, I feel. So, well, thank you for coming in, saying hello. How did you go from draw wind about to this? Draw wind about to this? You mean you're talking about this? This is going to be part of this eventually, I think. Don't stop till you're at pit stop. I've never seen better streams than the ones on your channel. Oh, hey, well, I am happy that the stream's working out then. That's even if most people think they are kind of boring. Yeah, I mean, I try to watch some people's streams, and you know, you just kind of put it on in the background, I feel, right? And it's actually a little bit more enjoyable. You don't have to be so focused in all the time. Okay, I'm gonna put in the text here, which is I think ASO Sans is the font that I used. Oops. Greetings. And definitely thicker than that, so there we go. Give it some bulge. So it kind of looks like it's going outwards. A bit of an arc. Can you do bulge and arc at the same time? Hold on. Ah, you can't. I thought you could in the past. Okay, well I feel like bulge is better than arc, the other one. You have a chill style that comes to mind. It's super relaxing. Good. My mic is really quiet, eh? I actually have it maxed out, but the thing is it's kind of far away because I draw kind of far from the camera. Hold on. Let me just see if I can increase the volume of it. It's okay. Maybe I can increase the volume percentage more than 100%. So, hello. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. It might be still kind of quiet. Could rasterize after the arc, then do the bulge? Yeah, you're right. I think I can do that. Let's rasterize this. And now I have to do it a different way. I think go to Distort. Spherize maybe might. Need to do one more thing. Distort. Can't do it. What do I have to do here? Let me just liquefy maybe. Stop saying bulge when you're talking about the blimp, which almost turned into a dick. You don't like the bulge that I'm adding to my blimp? Hold on. There we go. Doesn't have to look perfect. I actually don't want it to look perfect. Just a little bit so that it's like kind of looking like it's going downwards a bit. There. That's not quite right. Hold on. Oops. Filter. Oh, God. What is going on, Photoshop? Let's try this again. An internal exception. Let's try that again. Oh, okay. I don't know. I saw this guy wearing a black leather suit with spikes all over, and I couldn't help but asking, "Hey dude, what's up with the weird outfit?" He said, "Well, you know, I'm just trying to look sharp." I think we're all trying to look sharp. That's one saggy bulge. How many episodes do you have planned? For season 1, I don't know. Either 12 or 20. Which seems like a lot, so maybe 12. And that would just be season 1. I mean, I'm planning to do multiple seasons, so. Okay, so if I look at my reference, which is from episode 3, this is light gray, that's red, and there's yellow lights. Missing eyebrows.
She's also eating though. Everyone's in a state of eating apparently.
Oh no. Okay, there we go. Oh, you know what? The eyes aren't even right. I'm drawing the eyes wrong. His eyes are actually kind of closed. Oh no, my thing isn't working right. The eyes are supposed to be more like... kind of like Mischief's eyes almost. And then they go down a bit, like that. There, that looks better. Great job on the last video, Umami. Marty Shorts, hey, welcome back, Marty. Thank you, Marty. And Count Ultra Super Faggot Lil Lol Liquor. Really good last interface. Thank you as well. I was here last stream and nothing happened. Yeah. What is the last cheekbone on the baby's face? What is that cheekbone on the baby's face? Oh, you're talking about this thing right here? It's a little bit excessive, actually. And you know what? It's not even right. It shouldn't be there. It's supposed to be more like this. There you go. It's not really a baby's face. I just can't say it's a baby's face. It just looks like a baby's face. It's just more like a weird friggin' bulbous child man sort of thing. Yeah, it is looking a little bit better. And his nose isn't quite right either.
Wear it one day, I'll finish the skin.
It looks like a sad old man's face. And you know what? The mouth isn't even right, but it's actually, it's okay. Maybe I'll just adjust it a little bit. The mouth is kind of like smiling. Kind of like that. So there you go. Mm. Okay, so let's close this.
I need some kind of highlight color that's in between this and this.
Time to do some coloring. Well, I'm out of energy. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, Del. And tell Delabet that I said at 4. Thank you, man, for hanging out with us. I'll see you next time. It's getting kind of late. You know what? It's 10 p.m. here, and I'm like, I don't go to bed at 10 p.m., but I'm getting pretty tired right now. Let me just color this in, and I think I'll call it a day. So let's see here. It's white, and then it's like, okay, so problem is my mouse thing it's like stopped working correctly. I gotta just restart Photoshop. Okay, let's try that again. When is the next stream? I don't have a schedule. Do you guys think I should have a schedule? Probably, eh? When does what works best for you guys for streams? Is it Saturdays? Is it weekdays? Is it, you know? I usually stream during the weekdays, but see how that pen thing isn't working now? I had to restart the computer, right? I'll just do that next time. Well, I'm almost done here, so. Yeah, I have a schedule. I like the weekend streams. Yeah. I know. I need to have a schedule. The problem is then I gotta commit to the schedule. And sometimes I'm not here. But then you guys can plan for it at least, you know? Right now I've been doing the streams kind of random. Haphazardly. Yeah. The time you started today is pretty good time. Yeah. Okay, you know what? You know what I'll do though? I'll try to do them on Saturdays because I think that's actually the best time to stream. And I will try to give you guys some notice. Like I won't put a schedule down, but I'll let you say, I'll say like I'll post on like a Tuesday. Hey, this Saturday I'm gonna stream. I know I'll try to do it because right now I just stream whenever I feel like it, and I know it's better when you guys can at least make some plan, or you know that I'm gonna be streaming. You know what I mean? Otherwise, some people miss it and stuff, right? And I'm gonna try to stream more often than I used to. I only really stream like once a month, so maybe I'll try doing it like twice a month, you know, or possibly 3 times a month. We'll see. I don't want to overdo it, but if you guys like hanging out here talking with me, I'm more than willing to stream more often, you know. I just don't want to give away too much of the animation. But I guess it's the choice of watching the stream, you know? If you want to see it. I don't give away the story too much, I just give away drawings. Yeah, just a heads up, that's all I'll do. But then how do we know to watch on Tuesday? No, I'll say like on Tuesday, I will stream on Saturday. You know, like I'll put a notice out. You know what I mean? I like the streaming as much as the videos. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I'll do it more often. I mean, thing is, I didn't know the streams would be that popular. I mean, but they're doing pretty well, man. So I'll try to do it. You know, more often. Okay. Let's see here. Add cheek.
That scared me. Done eating yet? Eating. So an appropriate use of that.
People want to pick your mind and get answers. Yeah. Explain this. Yeah. Exactly. I only see streams every few months. It's really hard to know when they're happening. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing them pretty infrequently. Exactly. You know what? Maybe I'll start streaming more often. One of the issues is I don't get that much work done when I'm streaming, but I'm totally okay with that because I love interacting with you guys. So let's see here. Where did my reference go? I have to like reference my own drawing, but I got rid of it too. Okay, well whatever. I'll just keep going on here. Maybe I can just use this. Nope.
And I overdid it.
Wait a second. So, that's, I mean, okay, let's see here. Highlight this. Why do you use Photoshop to animate? It's just due to familiarity and ease of use. It's because other animation programs are all vector based, and which is fine. But the thing is, I like to incorporate the pixelated look. And actually, if just talking about pixelated look, you see how I messed it up here because I was using the liquify tool and stuff. I have to fix that. So, in order to do that, I have to do this basically. Put it on a layer that is white. Oh God. Hold on, I kind of messed up here. Okay, so I got this layer. I gotta go, if you zoom in here, threshold, there we go. And now take the white and zoom out. And there you have it. It's fixed. Whoa, chat's moving quickly. All right. Why name your name after Umami? There are better tastes, you know, like salt or something. I don't know, really. I didn't put too much time thinking about it when I chose it. Alright, I've never thought of that. I only tried animating once and it was annoying. Yeah. Yeah, well the thing is, with animating in Photoshop, the disadvantage is that the file sizes could be huge. So, if you're using vectors and stuff, it's not so bad. But anyway, so I got...
Oh yeah, you want to see this? Check this out. This is awesome.
Today I have done this, which is just a basic kind of background shot, and a blimp, which I'm probably going to change the colors of later. So, that's about it for today. You know, I appreciate you guys coming in, and for those who have pledged and who are still here today, right with me right now, thank you so much. Carolina is still streaming, so and she's just in the same room that I'm in. If you guys are interested, you can follow her stream because I'm just about finished for today.
Jesus.
I'll post a link right here. So thank you guys for coming in today, and I'm gonna try to stream more often, you know, because you guys are awesome. I try to do it more frequently.
Yes, so a dream for now.
Alright guys, thanks for hanging out today, and I will talk to you later.